stunning. Tandem, crazy flexing. Prius, fluffy, Harry Redknapp. Hi, I'm Adam C and welcome to my Cobra and the British Motor Museum for Tucked with petrol hedonism. We're in traffic with a Fiesta with a lot of camber, he gave the thumbs up, and we have an S15 behind us, so let's see what turns up. So here I am parked up on the petrol hedonism stand with a great variety of cars, the E36, the Lamborghini Murcielago and the Renault 5 Turbo. I am a bit of an oddball here today because as you can see, it's modified cars, slammed cars. There's a white Chaser over there just arriving, there's another one just over there. In fact, that is the shot, me and the white Chaser, similar to my Adam C Fest hoodie. Look, there we are. Now apparently on one of the main roads to get here, they've closed the whole road. So arrivals are going to be sporadic today, but we've got quite a few coming in already. That R34 looks and sounds incredible. So there's no particular type of car, mostly just modified. So we've got the Golf and then the S30. Check out this flashy chrome green Huracan with the green lights to match. That is stunning. We've got a 370Z and then a Ferrari FF behind it. All the variety today. But whilst the traffic is not going to arrive anytime soon, we've decided to have a pint at the Winchester and wait for it to all blow over. Cheers. Oh, perfect. Oh. But we've been waiting for many hours for all of the cars to arrive and the road still hasn't opened, so we might as well start looking around. So here we are in the petrol hedonism section and there is a vast array of modified cars, starting off with this tandem Subaru Brz. Pretty crazy with the matching orange tyre icing. Got the carbon bonnet too, quite a large split on the front, one of the best of the show so far, and we've only travelled that far. So another name for today's show should be the airbag show, because a lot of the rides will be displaying similar contraptions in their boot, although this one's static. Got the front mounted oil cooler and filter, race harnesses and nitrous oxide on the back as well. I bet that is rapid, although it's not a fistable exhaust unfortunately. You've got the blue Lupo with the blue wheels to match the blue Lupo, and one of many Toyota Chases, JZX 100. This one is dark green, but behind it we have the white Toyota Chaser and an S14. This one in particular has got an orange roll cage inside and no steering wheel. We have the Audi 100 next door to it with this unusual effect on the chrome bumpers. We have one of the wildest 350Zs on the scene with Datsun written on the front. We've got a farmyard's worth of materials inside, not that you can see very well, but there's a sheep on the seat. Now would you say these are zero spoke wheels because they're just big aero discs? You could say the cap doesn't cap because that's a fake fuel cap, because that's the fuel cap. But I'm looking for the more unique builds at the show, like the Civic with its Harry Potter exhaust on the back and backwards Hot Wheels logo down the side to be symmetrical with the other side. Beyond the 720S, we've got a tiny hot rod on the back of the van. We've got the bright green Porsche Cayman 2. Things like the E21 stand out for me, and even this JDM themed S15. We've got the clear ears on this E39 5 Series, and then a Harlequin Lupo parked up on the zigzags. It's actually getting quite warm today, so I might take off my Adam C Fest hoodie, details in the description, and show off my Everyone Loves a White Chaser t-shirt available here. Oh look, a white Toyota Chaser JZX 100 next to a JZX 90 Mark II. So instead, we've dressed up Jungle Skog to advertise Adam C Fest. Well done, Chloe. I didn't think you would fit. He's very plump. So we now have greedy Jungle Skog with his fist in some Pringles, wearing the branding and some sunglasses. He's a bit hungover after last night. It was rough. He was on the floor, wasn't he? This guy predicts rain. He's wearing his umbrella hat, matching the Harlequin Lupos that are over there. I think there's another one. We've got these crazy exhausts on the back of the E-Class. In the UK car scene at the moment, we are seeing a lot of S-bodies. We've got Jordan's S15, got a PS13, S14s, and there are quite a few R34s popping up, GTTs. But if you love an S-body and you love the sound of a Skyline, why not put an RB25 in your S14, such as this one here, parked next to the turquoise Polo Bread van and a queue for pizza. But we've just heard that the traffic on the M40 has started to clear, so cars will now start to roll in. I mean, we've got thousands of cars already. It's about midday, you can tell, because we've got beverages, and here we we have the first of the M40 traffic making their arrival, so we can finally get a glimpse of all the cars in the show, because there are hundreds, if not thousands. So we've got the Ford Sierra Cosworth, and we've got this pair of Beetles turning up as well, and over here we've got this orange S14 which is driving on a public pavement behind the Golf with the 3 spokes. The show is actually pretty vast. We've just come up to this car park and there's hundreds of cars in this section, and this is only one of them, and you've had to park cars up by the pavement to fit them all in. So we have this Mini with zebra interior next to a 370Z Roadster. Oh, I see, we've got a bit of a his and hers thing. We've got the his Nismo and the hers Roadster, and these guys in the back of the bed of the Chevy C10. That's one way to see the show. Maybe I need to get in the back. Now that's a sticker I like, unique, because that is a unique build. The thing is, when there's so many cars like this, it's difficult to pay attention to particular ones, so all the comments are going to be like, oh, you missed the Audi on the Porsche wheels, and oh, you missed the Brave wheels on the Subaru. Yeah, Chloe was about to say the same thing. But further on behind it, we've got this pearlescent S15. It's a pearlescent orangey red, bit of rosé. There's a golden flake in it. Wide arches as well, blended into the bodywork rather than bolt-on arches. It does add to the many S bodies that are here. In fact, there we have an S13 in pink, a pale pink with a large spoiler on the back and missing its rear bumper. They look quite sharp to me. We've got this random plaza at the back of the show here. We've got the Red Bull Supra, the sun is shining, another S body, the S15 in yellow, a pink MX-5, a Golf GTI with the bonnet up. Oh, it's powered by Seat. And going by today's t-shirts, you know what I'm heading for next, a white Toyota Chaser. This one white with the turquoise wheels, right next to Mr. 2 and an R32. And just beyond the alarm which is going off, you can see a bit of the traffic that's finally entering the show further up here. We've got this body of water that Chloe's trying not to fall into, although that would be hilarious. Further down we've got another JZX 100 Chaser in the lineup with some business cards on its wheels and on the windscreen, and an Audi S1 with a bit of a sticker showcase. Happy stance Jap, overfueled, freedom, passion, important personality, escape, air out, self-care, hobby, worded stance, Further down we've got this GT86, which is too low and specifically not a Subaru mate, despite its Subaru engine. Got the DC5, got another Red Bull branded vehicle, got the Civic with a carbon bonnet, another Civic, and a slammed camper. This camper van is flexing over every single other car of the show. That is definitely the lowest car here. Not only that, but he is parked in one of the most picturesque spots. There's an orange M3 up there that's joining in. There's a lot of traffic coming in. Got the single exit exhaust as well, and at certain angles you can't even see the wheels. It's like a hover van that isn't hovering at all. In fact, at certain angles it looks like it just doesn't have wheels at all, and it's just placed on the floor. Oh, look at this RX-8. It's actually got wing mirrors. Mirrors on the actual wings as opposed to door mirrors that most cars have. Got this Toyota Solicitor. It's a Toyota with curtains. That's all you need to know. Got the S2K next to the slammed Mustang. Oh, there we go. Behind this Mini, we got another Mini. This one is a Salt Flats Mini. Take a look at the wrap on this and the matching small car on the roof of it. Got the aero discs, if you can call them that, just almost resembling Steelies. I think they're just hubcaps. The colour on this 350Z is meant to resemble that of an alien, according to his Instagram tag and the UFO. Look, a flying rubber ducky. We've got this Passat over here with the 3-spoke, who doesn't care if your dad used to own one. What about this wrap though? This is a style I haven't seen before. Various asymmetrically placed shapes in blues and purples down to browns and bronzes on the back. Or how about heart-shaped end plates on the spoiler of the Scirocco? Oh, these are rather pointy as well on this Scirocco. Well, here we go. We've got a green S3 with donuts for wheels. This Honda logo's in its own little section with a cone on the roof because he is a VIP and has even written the Instagram tag in some kind of weird thick pen on the side of the car. Oh, and one of the later arrivals, another white Chaser, this one with Mandy on the side. There she is in her blue bikini. Oh, fantastic! I'm in the money. Come on, come on. How about this though? E46, wide arches and quite a unique ducktail, a bit angular. It's got the quad Akrovovich. It's got the quad Akrovovich. I can't say it. It's got 4 exhausts. But now I'm going to try and struggle and battle with the music that's playing and copyrighted and take a look at the main section, including this Toyota, I think it's a Mark II Grande with its externally mounted oil cooler. Next to the white Toyota Supra, we've got an R33. Just down from that, we've got the Evo, we've got the S15 Spec R, and Around the crowd, there is a slammed Jaguar Xjs. There you go, that's one of my favourites so far. An Xjs sat on the floor. So this particular Xjs is the straight 6. They came as a V12 as well. They were meant to be the successor to the Jaguar E-Type, but they were not meant to be that close to the floor. However, talking of classic, we have an Aston Martin Db4. No, it is not a replica. This is a genuine Db4, and it is not sat on the floor like most others. Boris is in the background. There's the Micra next to a Civic Jordan. Decent. There are so many to look at. There's this R32. Now that the music isn't playing, it's easier to walk around and talk. PS13, more S-bodies, more 350Zs with Rocket Bunny arches. This is rare, a 350Z without Rocket Bunny arches. It's got carbon fibre on the front, and it's like a really nice dark green next to the Cayman with the golden wheels. There are a lot of violet cars on the scene. We've got the air-ridden A45. We've got this 200SX as well. We've got this Mercedes, who is a self-proclaimed big gentleman. The 316 is on the back of a trailer, but still showing. The 350Z has no headlights. They must be covers, painted the same colour as the body. We've got this pink IS neighbouring that as well. Another 350 behind it, green with various details in orange down the side. We've seen this a lot on the scene. And then the F80 pink BMW M3. Further up near the traders, we've got this wide-arched Lilac Mark V Supra. We're seeing a lot more Mark Vs that have been slammed and modified. We've got this R34 as well. So whilst the tunes are blasting, we're now in the top section, a little bit out of the way. There's still a lot of colours on display and some cherry blossom down the side of the Lupo. Oh no, it's an Arosa, a Seat, not a Lupo. They're the same car. Another Chaser, JZX100, with another S-body, S13. And it seems that cars are already starting to leave. We've got the Liberty Walk 458 Spider doing a slalom course up the road. Nice. Check it out, another 200SX and a bright green Supra right at the front of the show. That's where the cars are all leaving, including this cherry red R33 that's about to head out. Sounding nice. Here is the slalom course we've made for the X's. It's got the 300ZX leaving. I can hear the 458 doing some bits up ahead. Oh no, they're the Skylines. Also at the top, we're overlooking a body of water. We've got plants in the back of the Audi S1. Maybe you got here yesterday, it's been sat for so long that it's just started growing through the carpet of the boot. We have this sparkly E36 and another white Toyota Chaser, and at the other side we've got another black Toyota Chaser. They are so common now. We've got a few more cars manoeuvring, getting ready to leave the Chaser and the Law. A couple of boosted barges next to each other. We've got some distant revolutions behind another Law. Someone's dressed up as a giraffe in front of the petrol hedonism Aventador, and this, I think, is my favourite car of the day. It's a Ford Anglia hot rod, so these headlights and wings should be over the wheels. I think it's been extended out the front, supercharged with some spare spark plugs too. The interior looks phenomenal. That is absolutely crazy. And take a look at this, a slammed Toyota Prius in a beautiful dark purple as well. Fairly standard interior, and then a bonsai tree or similar. So what do you think, Prius or GTR? And there we go, a twin turbo Lamborghini Huracan with no rear bumpers. The exhaust setup is crazy as well, and both those turbos are on display. That is wild, next to a green Bel Air. But we have 5 minutes until the awards for the show are announced. I want the Anglia to win, so then we can film without copyrighted music. But for now, we've got this section with this 300ZX that I saw recently, looking fantastic. We've got the Mark II MX-5 next to the four-door R34 Skyline. And if you look ever so closely, you can see this R34's biggest fans. They have fainted. They can't believe what they are looking at. So the announcements are about to be made. We've got a cone for people to hit. Hello. So now we can have a big walk around the show. Whilst there is no copyrighted music, we've got the Audi TT with its Lamborghini Huracan wheels, the E30 Cabriolet. There once again is the Anglia hot rod. Next door we've got this wide-arched BMW 2 Series, sat really nicely as well. Someone's making noises upon their departure. There's the green Audi TT, the wide-arched Nissan GTR in purple. The Prius has since left. Let's take a look at this Subaru with its camber and the golden Supreme number plates brackets with those incredible wheels. Inside, it seats a fluffy pink hearts. Well, no, white hearts on a fluffy pink seat. Try not to stand on the splitter of the Subaru. We've got the BRZ next to it. But this 350Z is absolutely incredible. We've got a crown on the spoiler that's been engraved into the actual spoiler, actually. We got this turbocharged Civic up here next to the Pandem Toyota GT86, the second Pandem kit for one of these at the show today. And I think this incredibly crowded area is where the awards are going to be announced. So everyone's hoping to win. Maybe even this blue S14 may be a contender. But it's nice to see the variety of cars mixing in. The 63 Bel Air, the camper with its spotlight on its roof, amongst the more usual modified cars. Some of that regular scene include this trio of S14 Cokies. I don't know what's going on with that one series, but take a look at the camber on this S14. There are all sorts of colours on display as well. Sounds like a single turbo on the M1 something I. And what do you think of the new wheels on the petrol hedonism Aventador? Further down, we've got the E36, a grayscale Marlboro livery on the Golf R, and a Zenki S14 too. And I do love the colour on this M2. There are a lot of wide arches on display, especially on this Audi here. So I want to hear what your favourite car of the day is here, because there's a lot of modified cars, a lot of classics, a lot of supercars, and a lot of variety. And we like variety here. So would it be the Audi with the dog in the back?
Harry Redknapp!
Harry Redknapp? Oh, apparently Harry Redknapp's here.
Yeah, what an amazing...
Oh, Harry Redknapp's been cut off. Oh, there we go. He's somewhere amongst the crowd. I cannot see. Look to where everyone's looking at. He'll be in there somewhere. Poking out, we've got another Rocket Bunny 350Z. There's the E60 BMW M5. We've also got this Hawkeye Subaru. And it sounds like they have just announced the winner of the show. And that is the purple, or lilac, or violet, whatever you want to say, Mark V Toyota Supra. As picked by Harry Redknapp, of all people. He is here with Nexon Tyres, his sponsor, so he's been having a look around at the cars. I wonder what he thinks of the Cobra. Also, it is crazy to see some of the cars that people put airbags on at shows like this. Oh, Chase is making some noises in the distance, the S15's leaving, and we have a wide arch Triumph Dolomite Sprint. So the atmosphere has changed quite a lot now as cars have started to leave, as awards are being announced, like this pair of RX-7s who are rolling out together. So I think we're going to leave the show now a little bit early, but I'll give you a view as to what the exit looks, because I don't know how many people are filming the exit today. So let's get into the Cobra and leave the show. So the announcements has just come to a close, so everyone's going to start leaving now, and I've just seen a picture of the people stood at the exit. There's a hill that overlooks it, and there's a crowd of people at the top of the hill, all the way down the hill, watching the cars. We weren't doing that, unfortunately, today, but we can see that as we leave. So that was tucked at the British Motor Museum with Petrol Hedonism and on their stand. So I'm looking forward to meeting up with Petrol Hedonism and hosting my own show, Adam Seafest, on the 3rd of June. There goes Harry Redknapp, gave me the thumbs up. He seems to like the Cobra. So we are following Harry Redknapp in his Range Rover, who seems to approve of the Cobra, leaving tucked at the British Motor Museum, doing some slaloming throughout the cones. So in front of us we've got a little crowd filming the cars. Someone shouted my name. Hello. You can give some revs. That's fine. And on the hill up there, that's where the crowd of people is. We'll see a bit more of that as we leave, I think. There's people on this roundabout as well. E36 is revving, and here are all the people watching the cars leaving. See ya. I'm being shouted at. It's weird being on this side of the camera and to not